Hi there, Heather from Heather's Hikes and Adventures here to talk to you about my home office, which seems a little odd, but let me explain. It's also my staging room for adventures. What the heck is a staging room and why do you need one for adventures, you might ask? And I would say that's a valid question. If you stick around till the end of the video, I hope to show you why and kind of explain the benefits, especially to a part-time car camper or van lifer or etc. So let's get into why I have a staging room and what I consider a staging room for van life. So in past videos, I have kind of gone into detail about the things that I keep pretty much 24/7 in the trunk space, which is my kind of mini garage on wheels. That's actually the title of my video on that, which I will link below, because I think it'll be really helpful regarding storage. That's where I keep the things that you would, traditionally keep in your garage for the most part. So I have that pretty much back there all the time so that I don't have to worry about forgetting stuff. I very rarely have to replace anything that's back there, so I don't really have to worry about forgetting things like that. And it's just helpful for me to have it back there and ready to go instead of lugging it in and out each time. It doesn't get in the way of anything. My fridge is in here, as you can see, so my shelf back there is empty, and therefore if I go to pick up groceries or run errands, I have that whole space back there still that I can easily throw bags, even when all the seats are up. So that's, that's pretty much ready to go at all times. The front of Tara, my cabin space, is also pretty much ready to go 24/7. Set for adventure at all times, with just a couple of things that I add that are actually in here and just super easy to pop on the floor in the front. And that's really all I do, and that's ready. So the only part that I have to do when I'm ready for adventures with my current setup is literally just put down the second row of seats, lay down my floor, and then load this room. Well, not obviously everything, but load the things that go in there from this room in, and my one little table that I keep in my bedroom when it's not being used as my little side table there, and I'm good to go. So that's why it takes me so little time to set up. I can literally, if I was really pressed for time and in a rush, not that I would want to put that kind of stress on myself, I could literally be ready to go in probably 15 to 20 minutes, because I always get my cooler set up ahead of time, either throughout the day of, or at least the day before. My fridge will already be, I said cooler, I meant fridge. My fridge will already be plugged in and at the correct temperature, so I don't have to wait for it to get cold. I don't have to worry about, the stuff in it not being cold enough before I put it in. And then I literally just unhook, take her in, hook her up, and I'm ready to go. So, with that in the back, the couple of other things that I have in here in the front, and then the rest of the items just brought right into the middle, that's literally all I have to do. So it's super easy. My bed is already made up, since my kiddos can already fit in the van in the other 3 seats besides mine, even when I have the bed set up. So it's really the ideal setup for me, and that's why I wanted to share. It's so helpful to have everything right at my fingertips, to be able to see it all. As you will see, and as you saw briefly, I have my fall decor out now. But in just a week or so, I will be switching it over to my winter decor. So I'll be able to kind of put that out and set it up and get it ready to go before I need to do that. And then I just need to pop that out. I don't have to worry about switching anything out or wasting any time. So anywho, I know it seems silly, and some of you might be thinking, that this is not a necessary thing. And you would be right, especially if you're full-time. But since I'm not able to be full-time right now, and since I am just part-time, and the majority of my days are spent here working, you know, it's a great option for me. I'm able to, you know, still, and this kind of sounds silly, but since I have all my camping stuff in here, it kind of makes me feel like at least I'm still, you know, in the vibe. I know that's lame. Forget I said that part. You can just erase that from your memory. But anyways, that's all. I didn't want to make this go on too long. I just want to show you my setup and kind of just explain a little bit of what I keep in here and why. And that'll be it. All right, so let's have a look at my staging room, and then you'll kind of see what I mean about how it really helps me for my adventures. It's inconvenient, but I prefer it there instead of the garage. I have my cot here still that I used in my initial layout. So if I need to use it for guests, I have that option, but at least it's kind of tucked out of the way for now. And then I know you guys recognize that from Tara. I've got my fridge there. And then my camera, extra camera stuff, and just a few odds and ends. I have my additional backpacking meals and food storage, my old cooler, some extra bins I can utilize if I need to. And then right now I have my fall decorations up, but soon that is going to be my Christmas time decorations. You can see I've got my fans there. I've just got them all charged up now. My laptop, aka TV, my Jackery, my big Jackery, my food bag, complete with sweet tarts for my trip, yum. My cushions. I just got done filling that water, so that's gonna go back in the front. My toilet, my lap desk. So most of my stuff that I need to set up is all right here, except my little tiny table pretty much. So I'm always ready to go. It helps me from forgetting things too, but it's so easy to just move that stuff in and out instead of having to pack everything again every time. I also utilize these drawers for storage. So I have my Christmas stuff down at the bottom, and I'll swap that out for the fall stuff, like my pillowcases when I swap them out. I've got some extra coloring books and things like that in here, so I just have extra capacity to put my stuff as I need it. And this is just actually an old hutch that went on top of a desk that my daughter's now using. She didn't want to use the hutch, so I figured, well, heck, I can use that for storage until I get a better option in here. And that's what I'm doing. So, as you can see, it's my library / work from work office and work on home stuff office. This is actually one of my photos here. The lighting isn't so great right now for this, but that's one of my photos that I took and had turned into a canvas. So I think I'm going to do the same with that piebald doe that I've posted before on here from Koonie River State Park to put on that side. And then eventually I want this wall to be completely covered with canvases from my travels. So that's going to be another project I work on eventually here. If there's any specific photos you think that I should turn into canvas or have framed, let me know in the comments below. you can check out my photography Instagram page at Life in My Lens. I have a link in my main bio. And let me know what you think I should put on this wall. So there you have it, folks. That is my staging room, aka my office, where I do most of my work, so it just kind of makes sense. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. Maybe it'll give you an idea or two, or maybe there's some way you can incorporate it into your own kind of setup or routine, or kind of pattern that might help you make things less complicated and less time consuming when you are ready to get out there and hit the road. If you did find it helpful, feel free to hit the thumbs up. And remember, I do have that super thanks activated. No pressure. I have, admittedly not learned a ton about it. I just know that it's a way to show support and to donate to the channel for future content if you found something particularly helpful. So again, that's just one way that you can help, but just being here, just watching my video is more than enough and is so appreciated. And as always, I just want to thank you, and I will definitely be seeing you again soon. Alrighty then, bye.